tip is to headspace the gun. That requires using a headspace gauge and stripping the bolt. You don't want to have the extractor in place while you're headspacing it. It makes it really difficult. So I'm going to strip the bolt. Just take a punch. Punch block, go ahead and tap the pin out. And remove the firing pin. And the next step is to remove the extractor. There's another pinhole in this channel on the side here. And you want to tap that pin out while applying pressure on the extractor with your thumb. Actually doesn't really require that much force. Just you can actually even do it with your hand. Just like that. And then just let the extractor out with your thumb. Get a little spring out. And strip bolt. To headspace the gun, what you do is you have two gauges. There are three, but I only use two. You have a go gauge and a no-go gauge. There's also a field gauge, but that's not really necessary here. Take your go gauge and insert it into the chamber. To start with, before you use the carrier, just use the bolt by itself. Slide the bolt in and close it. Easy enough. On the go gauge, it should close. Hence, it's a go. The no-go gauge, the bolt should not close. In this case, it does not. Not fully, anyways. See, it's real tight. So to test with the carrier in place, it's really helpful to put the gas tube on. Make sure the piston lines up and you don't end up slamming anything in there. So install the bolt onto the carrier. Drop the go gauge in. Closes just fine. Put the no-go gauge in. And it does not close. So this is a properly headspace rifle. This is an all numbers matching kit, so typically you don't find headspace problems with these. But if you're building a virgin kit or a kit from parts that are not numbers matching, you should definitely headspace the gun.